I definitely should have took some videos and stuff of it when I first got it, because I was really in the mindset of I'm going to break this thing. Not that it looked like it could be broke, but I just really figured I could tear something up on it, and it did not. I'm Lancelot Nelson, owner and operator of Nelson Equipment Service and Repair in Hohenwald, Tennessee. I'm primarily mobile equipment mechanic. I do a little bit on over-the-road trucks and medium-duty diesel. I started line boring about a year ago, so I've got about a year of that going on. I've been in business for a little over 4 years. Yeah, it all got started just me being curious and stupid, having an addiction to buying tools. We're gonna pull the cab off and make it a good road truck again. Get a new hood for it, put the new cab on, and put it back on the road. We're about 30 minutes from the Tennessee River here. Okay. And I got involved down there with a couple of my buddies on 4th of July, decided I really liked it, got a boat, and they had a campsite down there, so I hung out with them. I've had a camper for a long time, wound up getting a river lot, and everybody down there worked for themselves. So, you got a line of 50 people that all run a business. This guy's one of them that I'm here with today. Instead of me realizing that I had a really good job, I was looking at all them thinking, I need to work for myself. I was trying to study on how hard it was going to be to line bore. I mean, it seemed pretty straightforward, but again, the only people I'd ever talked to about it was like, oh, this is complicated stuff. You got to be real deal smart for this. So I had done some machine work on engine blocks before. I cut counterbores and stuff on Caterpillar blocks. So I was like, I mean, thousandth of an inch is a thousandth of an inch. I don't see where it could be that complicated. I just kind of let it go for the first probably 3 years I was in business. Found the SPower and Robert and all them Mobile Machine Source. Gave them, well, I didn't even give them a call. I just got on their website and seen the price of it. Decided I was going to jump on it and get it. Ordered everything come in, and I've been learning since. And it's been, in my opinion, super easy to figure out. The controls on it are super easy. All the measuring stuff that comes with it is okay, I guess. Not no precision stuff, but definitely made it a lot easier figuring out adjusting the tool and the bar and all that. And it cuts fast. You can only weld as fast as you can weld. So when I ordered everything, I was wanting to just add it into what I do. And it's, for the price of it, that's definitely worked out great. But I can 100% see why there's guys out there that solely do line boring. The first job I done, there was probably 25 guys that relied on that wheel loader to be running. So if I hadn't got it back together in time, if something would have happened, being able to get the parts, being able to just at least talk to Robert or somebody in person, to get a straightforward answer about where it's at. Can you overnight it? Can I drive to get it? Versus, getting a voicemail or, oh, you'll have to reach out to this representative, whatever. It definitely dire, absolutely have to have that, in my opinion, to be able to keep my guys running. You see in the line boring pages all the time, people, well, who's the best dealer to call this for? Who's the best dealer for that? How's the best guy? Where you get this? Where you get that at? I don't have a problem with that. I pick the phone up and call Robert. It's over with. It's done. If they've got it, it's on the way. If not, he tells me what the lead time is. It's coming. Anything I've ever called about, he's had there. That was a big question I had for him whenever I first called, was what he kept in stock, because I've seen on the website there's extra drive motors and all that stuff, all the parts, and I asked him what he kept in stock, and he said they pretty well have always got something there. Of course, I haven't had to test that theory out because nothing's broke. It's an electric motor. Every single electronic that I have at my house, if I had to guess, came from China, so they've got to be good with electronics. I think Climax is the one that really gets me stirred up bad, looking at the Milwaukee motor that drives it. I'm like, okay, well, I like Milwaukee, and this is supposed to be good stuff. But the fact that it's a brushed motor, and everything I read on about those was you wanted to run it the same direction all the time. You had to run it at a certain speed or the brushes wouldn't last in it, all that. There's just so many guys that are just way too proud about the fact that they paid that much money for something. It gets under my skin bad, mostly because there's no need in that. I think they're discouraging a lot of people from trying to start their own line boring deal, adding it onto their business. Everything I'd seen about Climax was if you didn't run it just perfect and baby it and treat it like it's the end of the world, if you didn't run it the right direction, you was going to buy a motor for it too. There's no way that you're ever going to have a problem with the SPower, in my opinion. I mean, it's got a huge drive on it. The hottest I've had it, I could still hold my hand on it. I might have never checked the temperature on it, but when I was running it super hard when I first got it, I was a little bit concerned about that because I had seen people talk about the drives going out and stripping gears and stuff. So just being a mechanic naturally was curious about how hot everything was getting. I mean, the motor gets warm, the gearbox gets warm, but none of it ever gets hot enough that you would ever worry about it getting messed up.